Hi, my name is DARSSHEN, son of Revindran. My matrix number is 296690.
Hi, my name is syahidatul binti Saufi and my matric number is 301449.
Hi, my name is mohammad Sasi and my matrix number is 296796.
Hi, my name is amiera jamal. My matric number is 3001453.
Hello, my name is Mohammad zicry and Mohammad rozlan. My matric number is 296689.
I don't even understand what is this.
What's wrong with you?
I feel so nervous for this exam since I don't have enough time to cover all the topics, especially demand, supply and market equilibrium.
It's not that I don't want to help you, it's just that I'm not really good in that chapter. Maybe we can ask him to help us.
Sure. Hi Shin, how are you?
I'm good. And how are you?
I'm good. Are you prepared for the upcoming exam?
A little bit.
Do you mind to understand us to be fully clear about the chapter demand, supply and market equilibrium?
Oh, I would love to help you. Sure. I can ask my friends to help together.
Okay.
So as everyone are here right now, so let's help go towards the topic of demand and supply. So let's begin with the part of demand. So demand is basically consumer willingness and ability to purchase or at least various of quantities of good and service at different prices for given a period of time. Law of demand state that when the price of a goods increase, the quantity of goods falls in a demand. The relationship between the price and quantity demand is negative. The demand curve is sloping downwards, meaning that there is a negative inverse relationship between the price and quantity of demand.
First thing you have to understand about demand is the law of demand, which says that there's an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. That means when the price goes down, the quantity demanded increases. And if the price goes down, the quantity demand goes up again. So take a look at this demand schedule. As you can see, when the price goes down, the quantity demanded goes up. When the price goes down to 4, 3, 2, and 1, the quantity demanded increases. Now when you plot these points, you're going to get a demand curve, which looks like this. It's a downward sloping curve showing the law of demand. Now there are three reasons why the demand curve is downward sloping. It's the reason for the law of demand. It's the substitution effect, the income effect, and the law of diminishing marginal utility.
Farhan, maybe you can explain about the determinants of demand?
Sure. There are three key determinants. First, own price, which use inverse relationship. And the second one is number of buyers, which uses direct relationship. And taste and preferences, which uses variable impact on demand. Ganesh, do you have anything to add on to this topic?
No, actually your explanation is really correct. Now I will explain about supply. Supply is the producer's or supplier's willingness and ability to sell or supply specific quantities of products and services at various prices at a given period of time. Law of supply states that when the price of goods increases, so does the quantity of the goods supplied and vice versa. The relationship between price and quantity of supply is positive. The supply curve is sloping upwards, indicating that the price and the quantity given represent a positive relationship. One of the determinants of supply that I remember is taxes and subsidies. Taxes on producers tend to decrease supply, while subsidies can increase it by lowering production cost. So Farhan, what do you think about my explanation?
But I do know about supply and the law of supply. The law of supply says there's a direct relationship between price and the quantity supplied. When the price increases for milk, that's going to increase the quantity of milk produced. This is because an increase in the price gives an incentive for dairy farmers to produce more because they want to make more profit. So a supply curve is upward sloping. When the price increases, the quantity supplied increases. And again, when there's a change in price, that moves along the supply curve. But the supply curve can also shift. Just like demand, an increase in supply is always to the right, and a decrease is always to the left.
Also, own price influence both demand and supply positively, while the number of sellers directly impacts overall supply.
Oh, I see. What about market equilibrium?
Maybe you can explain about the part of market equilibrium.
Oh, sure. Okay, market equilibrium is a straightforward concept, so maybe I can explain on this part. Market equilibrium is when the demand and supply are equal, or by an intersection between demand and supply curve. So the price and quantity at the equilibrium points will change if the demand and supply curve shift. So consumer supplies refers to the demand curve. Consumer supplies is the difference between the maximum amount that consumer is willing to pay or to purchase the price for goods and the market price. While producer supplies refers to supply curve. Producer supplies is the difference between the market price and the cost of production, or the minimum selling price.
Oh, can you show me the diagram for market equilibrium?
Sure. The diagram is in this book. Here it is. Could you show her?
This is the example of the market equilibrium diagram. So, Muganesh, do you want to add on anything?
Yes. To be precise, market equilibrium graph consists of demand and supply. As you can see here, this is the graph for demand, and this is the curve for supply. So it's actually intersection between demand and supply, and the intersection is called as equilibrium. That's where the term equilibrium comes from. So as you can see, above the equilibrium there's a place, right? And that is what called as surplus. Surplus means that when the surplus explains the situation where the demand is lower but the supply is higher, and below the equilibrium there's a place called shortage, and shortage is a situation where demand is higher but the supply is lower. So far this is the simple and precise explanation of market equilibrium. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Supply graphs. On screen now you can see a supply curve. As we can see, we have two axes. On the y-axis we have the price, and on the x-axis we have the quantity supplied. Now the supply curve goes from the bottom left hand side to the top right hand side. This supply curve has unitary elasticity, and we can see this. Now point A is shifting towards point B. Well, in fact it's not shifting, it's moving. A shift would be if the supply curve itself would move to the right or the left, but point A is moving towards point B, which indicates a change in price. Demand curves look like this. Now the demand curve goes in the opposite direction to the supply curve. It moves from the top left to the bottom right. Now we can see that a change in price moves from point A to point B, and this indicates a change in the price. If the price decreases, the quantity demanded naturally will increase. This is Econ 101, because if the price of a good is going to be cheaper, more people are going to want it. So what do supply and demand curves or graphs look like together? Well, it looks something like this. We have the axes, and in this case we don't put quantity supplied or quantity demanded on the x-axis, we just put a quantity of the good. This is because we need both graphs to cross each other, and this is what it looks like. The equilibrium, the market equilibrium, is the point at which supply and demand meet, and this is shown by point A. So what is the market equilibrium? Well, the market equilibrium is the point at which supply and demand are equal and balanced. So as indicated, this is point A. We can also have excess demand and excess supply.
Audio Jungle.